Hello and welcome to Geeks of the Round. I'm your host, Matt Moore, and we are here discussing Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., episode 315, Spacetime. Let's introduce the panel. Charles, what did you think of the episode?
I liked it. I liked it a lot. I thought it was a really good episode. It, um, yeah, it's just I liked it. That's about all I really got to say at this point.
I've got to agree, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. last week was pretty good. This one was even better. They are definitely stepping up their game.
Uh-huh.
This time they didn't make any references to Marvel movies or other TV shows, but they still did pretty good because it does look like they're setting some stuff up for the future, which is good. How about you, Lou? What did you think of the episode?
I agree with you and Whedon. I really did like this episode. It was entertaining, and it ties back into Civil War on the May 10th issue.
Okay.
After the movie comes out, that's when they'll tie in, and I'm a little intrigued because you know how you've been bitching, but Luke Cage is going to have something to do with Civil War when his show debuts.
I sure hope so. I really do because the more they tie these shows together, they will end up being greater than the sum of their parts. And Marvel doesn't seem to have figured that out yet, and DC has. And so that's the one thing where Marvel is lacking. They're not lacking in a lot, but they are lacking in that is tying everything.
I didn't click the article, but it specifically said Luke Cage centers around Civil War. His series
Okay.
for some reason.
Oh, we'll see. Okay, so let's go into the episode itself. Basically, the episode finds Daisy slash Sky, depending on who you ask.
Daisy.
Coulson.
Unless you ask Coulson. Coulson calls her Sky. Um, basically, going after someone trying to save a guy. Basically, a guy ends up calling emergency services asking for Daisy Johnson, and basically says that Hydra is going to attack. They get there and they find out that guy is seeing visions, and that it's someone else who's giving them to him, and that's some random homeless guy who gets picked up by Hydra in circumstances that exactly duplicate what the other guy said. Kind of a cool concept. Having the basically visions of the future. I thought that was pretty cool, and I like the fact that they were unforgiving on how it was. Basically, everything that people saw happened, and there was no way to change it. There was nothing they could do to fix it, and I thought that was awesome.
Fourth dimension.
Yes, well, it's not the four, but yes, you see in four dimensions. Yes, and they explain that actually the best way that I've ever seen being able to see a vision of the future explained. Basically, they didn't go into they gave a alternate version of instead of like the multiverse, which is going on in DC. They explained it as if something happens and we see it happen, then there's nothing that they could possibly change it. And I thought that was actually kind of awesome and a good counterpoint to what DC's doing. Did either one of you understand what Fitz said when he was explaining visions of the future?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I understood it, and I actually think that it can be changed, but it is extremely difficult, if not nearly impossible, to change. I mean, you'd have to know every single detail to even attempt to change it and succeed.
I don't know. That's just it. Is if this were real life, or if this were DC, or if this were some other storyline, I would agree with you. But they seem to establish what the rules of this were, and all the evidence shows that their theory is correct, and their theory is that it cannot be changed under any circumstance or any circumstances whatsoever.
So what you're saying is that the future is uncertain until we actually witness the future with our own eyes. If
Well,
we
you
see
kind of did.
If we see the future like in a vision or something, then it makes it like etched in stone and there's no way to avoid it. But if we don't know what's going to happen, then, I mean, all bets are off.
No, that's just it. It's etched in stone no matter what. All of time is happening all at once. Everything, like things that are happening 10 minutes from now from our perception are actually happening right now. Our perception of it is we only see a millisecond at a time or a couple milliseconds at a time. So we have to progress through it like snails, but all of time exists all at once.
That kind of sucks.
No, not really. I mean, when you think about it, because people will say, well, that's predestination. That means we don't get to make our own choices. And that's actually the opposite of the truth, because of the fact that it does mean that we can make our own choices, and we made them. And that is how time ended up being the way it is.
Huh.
So, like, my decision to eat another piece of pizza, because I've got pizza waiting for me, after the hangout, that's already predetermined. Like, whether or not I am hungry after the hangout or not. Like, whether or not I'm going to eat pizza, and it's already been done.
All right, so according to that logic, I take this little plastic container and, I just throw it behind me. It's already happened. It's just
it's still happening now. It will still happen. Like, it's done. It's over with, and it was done and over with since time actually began.
Oh my God. I mean, it's times like these I wish I was high.
That's just it. That's why I was wondering whether or not you guys understood exactly what Fitzgerald was saying there, because of the fact that generally you have to do a lot of drugs to understand shit like that.
I'm going to reference May and say you're hurting my head.
Yes. Oh my God, I'm so glad she said that. Because I pretty much said that to the TV, going like, God damn it, Fizz, now my head hurts.
But yes, because we're only allowed to see the fourth dimension, basically two-dimensionally. We only see a couple milliseconds of it at a time. Just like I can't see behind me right now, I have to move my head. It's the same idea. We have to flow through time. We actually have to be able to perceive that for us to know that it happened. But it all happened at once. So, sorry. That got really deep. In any case, what else did we have happen? Sky ends up perceiving a whole bunch of stuff, and she prepares the rest of the team to deal with it. Because of the fact that, of course, they want to change time.
It looked like they were just down the street from Jessica Jones's house. Why didn't she come and help?
Fuck you, Lou. In any case, but it's just, I don't know, she ends up preparing May for this, and then, of course, May ends up having Lash come in. And my thought was, this entire episode that Lash was there is, you know what? Lash is working for the bad guys, and he's a distraction. And as the episode went further and further on, I kind of realized that he wasn't, but for a long time, I thought that he was sent there at that time specifically to distract the agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. from doing their thing, from stealing the exoskeleton that they end up stealing from Malik, etc.
Well, they didn't steal it. Malice purchased it.
Yeah, except for the fact that he killed the guy he paid for it, which means that there was no.
He gets to keep his money.
Which means he gets to keep his money. So that's not purchasing it. That's killing someone and then stealing it.
Well, he was peer pressured to killing him.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, he wasn't. Was he? No,
he was peer pressured, dude.
Never mind. Yeah.
Hive sat this as kill him.
Thank you. Like, you call him what he is. His name is Hive. Thank you, Lou.
I haven't figured out a way to mix the two names yet.
Oh, God damn it.
Wive. It's Wive.
God damn it. I was actually thinking that as well.
Or Horde. For the Horde.
Horde.
Oh, God damn it. Here
But
comes
no,
the
I mean,
Warcraft
seriously,
fanboys.
that's just it. Is the Agents of Shield are calling him Ward still? So why not?
Because they don't know who he truly is yet.
Yeah.
They just
We
see
do.
Ward's body. But it was that whole scene where he popped the man's head like a pear.
Yeah.
That looked pretty good. I mean, they upped their little. Now I see why they took a few episodes off.
Why
So
they didn't do so well on a few episodes, so they could do really well on some others?
Well, as far as like the CGI and effects and all that other stuff.
You think they were saving up?
Yeah, you have to. So, I mean, you can't blow. Granted, it is their own network, but they do have a budget to maintain.
Mm-hmm.
But the head squeezing was cool. The fact that he burnt those other 4 idiots alive, and then they
And
had
that's
the
just
bones
it.
just sitting there.
That's just it, is because we had already had the explanation of how time is going to work, how the rules of time are going to work in this particular episode. So when Hive ends up threatening these people, and he's all like, all right, this is what's going to happen. Or, threatens the main guy and goes, this is what's going to happen. I'm all like, no, don't, no, you're fucked. You're fucked no matter what. Don't do it. Because I knew that there was nothing that could change that vision.
I'm curious to know something.
What's that?
Could Hive see the future of some sort? Or does he know things that other people don't know? Because it's like, he knew where to go get Charlie, whatever the hell his name was.
Charles.
You
And
mean the homeless guy?
He has the same name as me.
yeah,
No,
but-
you mean the homeless guy, right?
Yes, the homeless
The,
guy.
the
Charlie,
homeless
it's
guy on our
Charlie.
panel right now? That
No, is you know what, Matt, bite me, okay?
No, but seriously, it's not that hard. They just listen to the same emergency channels Shield does. I mean, come on, they've got the same playbook because they were the same fucking company for a while.
Well, I'll give you that part there, but he seems to be pulling some serious strings. Like, he knows shit before shit's going to happen, or he's just that confident in his powers.
I think he's just that confident in his powers. Like, he is definitely the big bad, and I don't think that they're killing him anytime soon. I don't think he's going to be defeated by the end of this season.
Yeah, they're going to need a much bigger team.
Yeah.
And then, I mean,
Maybe a certain agent of Sword.
All right, look, motherfucker, you've been bringing up Sword since season 1. There's never been any sort of sort of mention of Sword in the show at all. There haven't even been allusions to Sword in this. It's been 3 seasons now. Give it up.
No, I am never giving that shit up. Agents of Sword for life, motherfuckers.
maybe a spinoff.
That's what I'm hoping for. And we got Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and then it's going to lead into Agents of Sword, and they can give up this stupid Marvel's Most Wanted crap. That's where Bobby and Hunter go. They go to Agents of Sword.
What if they found Sword?
What, Bobby and Hunter?
Yeah,
I could get behind that, yeah.
there you go.
I
Yeah,
can get behind Bobby. I can't get behind Hunter. Hunter just annoys me. Hunter could get killed off, and I'll be happy.
Yeah, they're
Well,
not gonna.
Hunter's not even on the fucking show anymore, so you should already be happy.
And
No,
I'm
but he could
fairly
get killed
certain
off
that you're
on-
not going to. I'm fairly certain you're not going to watch Marvel's Most Wanted.
I'll
I don't
check out
think
the
any-
pilot.
I don't think any of us are going to watch it.
I'll give it an
Watch it.
episode or two, and then if it's decent, I might even give it a season. But we're sure in the hell aren't going to do hangouts on it. And if there's a second season, and it's not amazing in that the first couple episodes of that second season, I'm not going to watch it. I'm gonna pull an Agent Carter, which is I watched the first season begrudgingly, and then at the end of that I said fuck this.
Oh, come on. Agent Carter was good. Agent Carter season 1 and season 2 were both great.
Were they?
Yes.
Are you sure about that?
I watched them both. Yes, I liked them.
Yeah, because you have the hots for Haley Atwell.
Well,
I think she's okay looking, but I mean,
I didn't care for Agent
I
Carter.
might end up watching the rest of season 2 of Agent Carter when there's no other TV to watch. But
Yes, but we know you have like a shit ton of shows to get caught up on, so you don't really
generally,
have the time.
yes, this weekend has been very nice to me this week.
Well, you got to look at it like this also, Matt. Supergirl only got 2 more episodes.
Yeah.
Lucifer only has 3 more episodes. So your Monday arsenal is starting to die down.
Yeah,
Billions
exactly.
only has 1 more. Shameless finished. But House of Lies is getting ready to ramp back up.
Yeah. So yeah, but House of Lies is easy. That one, there's only going to be 8 episodes of that.
12 or 13.
I don't know, but it's a pretty short run. But in any case, what else do we have on this episode?
I did like the Lash portion of the episode. Lash.
I was okay with that. I was neither good nor bad with that.
It kind of closed the chapter for May and him. We know he's going to star on some other show, so they kind of just gave him a proper goodbye. He transforms. We'll never see the Doctor again. May gets to say her byes, and get that out of her system because Coulson was right. If she didn't do what she did, she'd regret it for the rest of her life. So it was touching, and maybe Lash is following his comic book origin somewhat too. He's on this planet for a greater cause, not to just kill people, but he's got a divine purpose for killing them because they're just weak.
There was one scene. All right, let me actually remind people who have seen the movie about a certain scene, or people who haven't seen the movie. I'm going to actually tell the scene. In the movie, The Princess Bride, there is this bride who is marrying this evil prince who she doesn't know is evil. This evil prince is all like, okay, if your fiance has died, will you consider marrying me if he ended up dying or if he left on his own, would you consider marrying me? And she's all like, sure. He's all like, all right, I'm going to send my 4 fastest ships in each direction, and we're going to find him. A couple weeks later, he's all like, all right, we're doing this big parade, and we've got all the ships in the Armada coming in. She's all like, all the ships? He's all like, yeah, all the ships. And she's all like, what about the fastest 4? All right, that was Princess Bride. This episode had a reference to that. At least it seemed like a reference to me. It's like, all right, we've got all the satellites tasked to find Charles. And May's all like, all the satellites? They're like, all the satellites. She's all like, no, not all the satellites. Because, of course, she's looking for servers. The satellites.
No, servers.
Whatever. In any case, same idea. So, yeah, same idea. And it was just like, I don't know, it just felt like a Princess Bride moment to me. Just a more serious version of it, because Princess Bride is a comedy throughout. So I saw that, and I kind of geeked out, and I wanted to watch Princess Bride after seeing that scene. Wow. So if you, the viewer, saw that same thing and thought that same thing, leave me a comment so I know I'm not crazy. Thank you.
You're crazy.
I probably am.
All right, somebody call the gentleman in the white coats and just take him away.
I'm sorry, all of my coats are black. I can't take myself away. Calgon can take me away, though. And if you know that reference, you might be old.
I don't, but I'm probably going to look it up.
Oh, Calgon commercials.
In any case, do we have anything else we want to discuss before we get into wild speculations? That final scene, I think we should save for wild speculation, which is why.
No, the Sky had that vision of that moment of that.
Holy shit! I just said, do you not listen to anyone?
I thought you were talking about the whole after credits scene.
No, I'm talking about the final scene for the wild speculation, where
Sky
sees more shit.
We didn't call her Sky. We didn't call her Sky.
Motherfucker! God damn it! Son of a bitch, Lou. God damn it! It's your fault.
Ain't my fault. I call her Daisy Quake.
All right, remind me, what was the after credits scene? Because I might not have seen it. I might have tuned out.
It was the Inhuman that's the telekinetic, the guy that played Wo Fat in Hawaii Five-0.
Yes.
he got a call from Malik, and
I did see that. Yes.
and
So
then
Malik
of course he said like, "Oh no, sir, I'm right where I'm supposed to be," and then he hung up. And then of course Hive asked, "I was like, did you notice anything?" He was like, "Yeah, he did seem different. He seemed afraid." And I'm
What's he
curious,
afraid of?
what the fuck would he be afraid of?
Well, Malik has just taken his most loyal servant and made him his own.
You mean
So-
Hive has taken Malik's most loyal servant and made him his own?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Hive has taken Malik's most faithful servant, made him his own. Hive is probably going to end up taking over Hydra and probably killing Malik in the meantime.
Yeah, Malik is probably going to be killed before the end of the season.
Yeah, because he's
Maybe
got
before the
wouldn't
end of the next
think-
episode.
I wouldn't be surprised if he'd be killed next episode because, like you just said, is that yes, Matt, you can make all those faces all you want. I'm sorry, I'm kind of zoning out here, but
I'm so glad when you repeat what I said 5 seconds after I say it.
but no, in the preview we actually see a moment where he starts to change himself, like shapeshift. I didn't think Hive had that ability, but he starts like I don't know what else to call him other than Tentacle Head. But but no, I wouldn't be surprised that he's going to kill Malik in the same way that Davy Jones kills that asshole British person in Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End. Just starts having the tentacles go through every orifice. Yeah, it's the mouth, the nose, the eyes, all that stuff, and then he pretty much breaks his neck that way. It's
I was
actually
really hoping you were going to say Davy Jones from the Monkees. How Davy Jones from the Monkees ended up killing that one guy. I would have found that hilarious.
I don't know what that is, so how would I?
Are you talking about Hey, we're the monkeys?
Yes. The drummer's name was, I think it was the drummer, was Davy Jones.
Jesus Christ, this man is.
Davy Jones is in the pirate reference.
Yes.
Whedon, this goes back way before your time. Look up
I
the
know
Monkees,
about
man.
the Monkees. I know about the Monkees. I just didn't know the name of any of the band members.
Neither did I, but I knew I just had to guess he was thinking about the Monkees. Wow,
Yeah.
he's bringing some old shit in here.
Yeah.
There is Davy Jones. Davy Jones was the lead singer. There is Michael Nesmith. There is Mickey Dolenz, and there was Peter something. I forgot Peter's last name. Let me actually cheat and find out. But yeah, in any case,
Peter Dinklage.
But in any case, yeah, anytime I hear the word Davy Jones, I do not think of the Pirates of the Caribbean pirate. I think of the character from the Monkees because I watched that show for years. All right, do we have any wild speculation? For example, when Skye ends up seeing a scene of her and some other, what we think is a S.H.I.E.L.D. member in space, the two of them dying. First off, does she die? Second off, who is that other possibly S.H.I.E.L.D. member? I don't think it's a S.H.I.E.L.D. member. I think it's Hive in a S.H.I.E.L.D. costume for whatever reason.
Now, does these future visions, she has to be in them?
Pretty sure, yes.
That's interesting.
Wait a minute. I got a theory about. Are we in wild speculation now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. They mentioned that Charles' ability is to be able to show the death of the person observing it. Basically, he can show people their death or his death or whatever.
No, not their death, but a death.
Death.
A death. It doesn't have to be the person who sees its death, obviously, or else Skye would already be dead.
Okay. Well, what if the vision of that person in space is actually Skye, and that's going to be, well, theoretically, it could be Skye, Daisy's death.
Well,
I
it
got
would
a
be
question.
from her viewpoint, so it would be her and one other person.
Why? How did Charles die?
Crushed trachea.
Is that what it was? He got his neck crushed and shit?
Yeah, his neck was crushed. Although, from what I understand about an injury like that, is when you get a severely damaged trachea, the death is almost instantaneous. So he could have died of something else. Maybe internal bleeding.
From what? He didn't get punched.
Yeah.
I mean, Daisy took more of an ass whooping than he did.
Yeah. I don't know, but all I know is that it can't really be the trachea, because if he were to get a severely damaged trachea, death would have been almost instantaneous.
I mean, it seems to be they're just bringing these Inhumans in to just kill them off. It's like, then don't bring these fools in.
Well, I think they're not showing too many Inhumans too quickly, because they have a long way to go before the Inhumans movie.
But none of these people on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. will be in the movie.
I know.
They've already established that there is a disconnect between the Inhumans in the movie and the Inhumans in the show.
They are the same species, but that's it.
They kind of shied away from that as well. That doesn't mean that they're not lying to us, but they kind of said that these are not the same people. Now, what they mean by the same people, and I don't remember if that's the exact wordage, but that's what was implied, is if it means it's not the same characters, or if it means that it is, for example, full alien, and they're mixing with humans. Or they haven't elaborated, but they have distanced Inhumans from the show, which is another reason I'm complaining that they're disconnecting the movies from the show.
But I can see them disconnected because you're going to get the royal family and not these low-level Inhumans.
Well, I think that's what the Inhumans movie is going to focus on, is the royal family.
Yeah, so they're the highest level of the bunch, where the Inhumans on Earth are all a bunch of peons.
They're basically their subjects, is what they are.
So that disconnect doesn't bother me, because if there was any of them from the show that I would want to see in the movie, it would be Daisy and maybe Lincoln. Unless they find someone that's more powerful than them two, and they end up like a Lash.
Well, Daisy may end up being a pretty important character in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but as far as I would assume that as far as the royal family is concerned, she's barely a footnote in their attention.
Yeah, her power level probably don't even equate to anyone, not even the dog.
So I do not think that Daisy or even Lincoln would show up in the movie. I would like it if they did, but it would be very, very unlikely.
Possibly as emissaries.
What, for like S.H.I.E.L.D. with the Inhuman royal family?
Yeah.
Dude, there's always an easy way to bridge the show and the movies, is by a simple, like they did last year with, what's his name, Coulson talking to Maria Hill. You don't need them to be interacting. A simple phone call ties everything together just well. Or a video conference call.
And I think I know why Malik is scared, and that is, of course, because Charles ended up showing him a death, and he probably sees his own death.
Oh, that's true. We didn't see his vision.
Yeah, that's probably I think why he might be scared is Hive might have been the one to kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense. We didn't see his vision, and he was like shaking in his boots.
Yeah. So we'll see. Do we have any actual speculation other than we think that that's why Malik is scared?
Nope.
I think we're getting a 2-hour season finale again.
That would be kind of cool. I would be okay with that so long as they maintain the quality that they've been maintaining, maybe even ramping up the quality they've been doing lately. Because the episodes before these last two, they really fucking sucked. I mean, not the past episode, but the episode before that, I was actually dreading watching the episode. I don't know why I didn't feel that way about last episode, but last episode was good. So
they did something you liked. They tied a whole bunch of shit together for you.
Exactly, but it's like they're finally getting some quality in here, and maybe it's not quality. Maybe I've just lowered my expectations so fucking much that it seems like quality in comparison. I mean, maybe that's what's going on here. But I do know that these past two episodes have been better than what we had earlier this season. And it only took them 14 fucking episodes to get good.
Well, see, that's for you. Like I said, my issues were mid-season finales editing, and then the 2 or 3 after that, where the story just was boring.
Okay, so we're going to wrap up. I want to thank everyone for watching. Check us out on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Google+, all the Geeks That Around. geekstharound@gmail.com if you want to email us. Or give us a call at 801-609-4687. That's 801-609-GOTR. Again, thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.